Good afternoon and happy Thursday, everyone. It is Scott Wohlers with River Place Capital. It is Thursday, November the 20th, and want to take just a brief minute to discuss what markets did last week as well. We've entered into a very volatile day today. The S&P 500 last week was up 8 basis points or 0.08% on the week. The mid-cap index was down 1.17% on the week, and the small caps were down an even 1% as measured by the S&P 600. And as we fast forward into this week, we had really seen a lot of volatility and a lot of fear enter into the market about, is AI overvalued? Are we in bubblish territory? And you've seen quite a bit of selling in the marketplace, and then this is part of a natural bull market cycle where you're going to have times of doubt in the market and speculation. It's very healthy. It resets valuation, but a lot of that is all focused and centered around the actual valuation of some of these companies. And is the market and these stocks actually just overvalued, fair valued, and where does the market go from here, and how much more upside is there truly in this? And so the other thing is the government's been shut down for 2 months, and we have not been receiving any government-backed data for economic data. So we have been flying, the Fed has been flying blind, and so we got jobs numbers this morning for September, and we added 119,000 jobs for the month of September. However, unemployment ticked up to 4.4%. What this caused was the likelihood of the Fed to cut in December to go down below 50%, and that's what triggered a big market sell-off and a big reversal this morning. And you saw NVIDIA at one point, after reporting phenomenal earnings and great projections yesterday afternoon, and it was up 5% at its highs in the morning. You've seen a reversal in the market and sell-off, and because what the market is saying is, well, this is good for right now, we're looking into the future. Meanwhile, the data that we have been getting economically is a little bit mixed, and you're starting to see some cracks. Some things that are very unhealthy and not good, for example, is that the foreclosure rate is up 20% year over year. In the housing market, that's not a good sign. Auto delinquencies are starting to creep up as well, and you're starting to see some of these cracks. And as we've been discussing, this really has been an economy of have and have-nots. The question is, do the haves continue to have momentum to keep the market going? And the action that we're seeing in the volatility today leads us to believe that there may be a little more selling as the market finds that we are fairly valued or maybe slightly overvalued at these prices at this current moment based on where we are. So I would not be surprised if you saw some selling bias through the next couple of weeks in the equity market. So what does that mean for you as an investor? Well, for those of us who have a long time horizon, if you have had that cash on the sideline ready for a pullback, this would be an opportunity. I'm saying not necessarily right now, but as the market starts to come back, that you can look at opportunities to buy some names that may get pulled back. But we do see just continued volatility throughout the remainder of the year until we get that Fed decision one way or the other, and that's really going to give the market a lot of direction on where to go moving forward. So if you have some short-term cash needs, it's never a bad idea or a prudent idea if you're heading into volatility to raise some cash if you're going to have some short-term cash needs. So if you have questions about how to navigate this time or what to be looking for moving forward, we'd love the opportunity to speak to you. We can talk to you in a little more detail about that. You can reach us at 904-346-3460, or as always, check us out online at www.riverplacecapital.com. I hope everyone has a wonderful rest of your week. I hope everyone has a wonderful Thanksgiving holiday. And as always, stay steady, and we appreciate everything. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody.